Hello everyone, and welcome to another Creative Edge video blog with me, your host Andrew. This week I'm going to talk to you a little bit about how you might go about organising a photo shoot. This is something that probably a lot of photographers, especially when it comes to their first time doing it, are quite unsure about how to do it, maybe a little nervous about doing it for the first time. And a little knowledge goes a long way. And I've organised lots of these shoots, and so I feel that I can probably just pass on a little bit of knowledge about how to do it. It's actually really easy, with a little bit of experience, you'll find you're organising these, really quickly and really easily. To go into it, the first thing, probably one of the most important things, is doing your preparation properly. And one of the first things you need to do is come up with a theme. Themes are really important because you need to know what it is you're going to shoot. You've got to have an idea, basically. So, ideas can come from anywhere. So have a think. I mean, maybe you've got an idea already. You've got an image in your mind, something that you want to recreate or create. So have a think about that. And then once you've got that idea, there's first off, a great way of kind of solidifying that idea in your mind is to gather some reference images. Now that's quite easy to do. It's basically a case of doing some image searching on either Google or another great site is Pinterest. Pinterest is a great site for organising photo shoots because it allows you to create a mood board. So what you can do is sign up on Pinterest, and you can start gathering images from around the web using the Pinterest tools to put together a kind of a mood board of images that kind of put across the theme and the idea that you want to shoot. The great thing about Pinterest is it allows you to share that board with other people. You can either make it a public board or you can make it private, and then you can invite people to contribute and see the board itself, private or public. Which is a great way of kind of, getting the ideas together, showing your collaborators, what it is you want to do. So that's a really great resource to use. So I just mentioned there the idea of showing your collaborators. So shoots, often you probably want to do a shoot with a team. Now, when I say organising a shoot, this is probably I'm talking mainly about organising a shoot with a model. So, you're going to have a subject, someone that you're going to be taking a photo of, whoever that may be, male, female, young, old, whatever it is, you're going to have a subject. So you need to gather a team about you to do, the best shoots that you possibly can do. So how do you go about doing that? Right. Well, one of the main ways that you can do this is through doing casting calls on some of the modelling sites that are out there. The two that I will speak about today are the ones that I use and are really good sites for organising shoots within the UK. There are lots of other websites that do this. One of these sites is specifically a UK website, but there are sites for modelling of this kind of thing all around the world. So find the site that works for you wherever you are in the world. But if you're in the UK, these two sites work really, really well. So the two sites that I'm going to talk about are Purple Port, which is the UK based site, and then Model Mayhem. I use these two sites probably the most out of all the modelling websites that I have found, because they have a good community. One of the main things about using a modelling website is you need to be able to utilize the community on it. So it's no good being a member of a modeling site and you're posting casting calls and no one answers. It's pointless. You need to be able to tap into the community that is centered around that site. Purpleport is really good for this in the UK. It's got a great community, and when you post casting calls, people do answer and put themselves forward, which is what you want. So what you need to do is you need to go onto these sites, either Purpleport or Model Mayhem, and sign up as a photographer. Once you've signed up to these sites, you can create a profile, you can put your images on there, but what you can also do is you can start doing casting calls. So you can, create a casting call and write about your shoot, write about your idea, what it is you want to do, and then who it is you want to collaborate with, be it just a model, or maybe you want to have a makeup artist or a hairstylist or a clothes stylist or a prop maker, whoever it is that you want to collaborate with. You can put casting calls out there for these people. And fingers crossed, they answer the casting call, they want to be involved, and that it all works great. So that is probably one of the main ways that you can gather your team about you. When you do this, when you get people answering your casting calls, remember, have a look at their profile, have a look at their pictures, make sure they are doing the type of thing you want them to do. They have the right look if it's a model, all that kind of thing. So check out their work, make sure you want to work with these people, and do feel free to ask for references, ask to see more of their work, all that kind of thing. It's really important. The other thing you might want to do is actually just Google local suppliers. For instance, when I first was starting doing some boudoir photography, I wanted to collaborate with a local makeup artist. And so I started Googling, and I found a local makeup artist who I thought would work great, and contacted her. And since then, we have become great friends. We have collaborated on innumerable projects, and she's just become a really good friend in the process. So you never know who you're going to find. So do some searching. Google is your friend. So once you've done that, you've got your team in place. You've got a model. You've got a makeup artist, and all those people. They're interested, and they want to work with you. The next thing is to find a date, because after this, you want to actually start looking at locations or book a studio. So find a date which you can all do, ideally several different dates that you can all do. You're all free and you're all happy to work on those dates. Once you've done that, you then, if you want to, if it's just a location, then that's easy. You do a bit of research, maybe do Street View to see where it is on Google or Google Maps, that kind of thing. Have a look at it, make sure it's where you want to shoot. If it's local, scout it. That's always a good idea. Head down there, wander around about the time of day that you want to shoot, and see what it's like. Is it going to be possible for you to shoot there? Once you've done that, then you can start organising the date, and off you go. If you want to do a studio shoot, then you need to find a studio. Basically, it's a case of doing a Google search. There's lots of studios out there. There are some also on the modelling sites. Some of them allow studios to sign up, so it can be worth having a look for local studios on there. I know Purpleport has studios on it. But also, you probably want to do a Google search, because they're not all on Purpleport. So do a Google search for photographic studios local to your area, and have a look at their websites. You want to make sure that the studio fulfills the criteria that you need to do a successful shoot. So most good studios will have a decent website. They'll have photos of their facilities, of their rooms, of their sets, that kind of thing, so that you can see what they offer. A lot of studios will also have lighting equipment. So if you want some lights as well, then have a look for that. Do feel free to give them a call, ask them, because you might want some help with the lights. You might need them to tell you how to use them. Again, that's fine. Don't be scared. Lights are really, really easy to use. So do feel free to ask and just give them a brief talk about the lights. You might even want to pop down there, at some point before the shoot. Just pop down there for 10 minutes and just get them to show you around and how the lights work. Once you've done that, you can book it. Most studios will have an hourly rate with a minimum booking of 2 hours. That's pretty much standard. So you can book the studio and off you go. One thing to bear in mind is if you have a team and you have a makeup artist doing the makeup for your model, you probably need to book it. You need to be aware of how long that's going to take. Makeup takes a while. Typically, for a good makeup job on a model, you're talking probably a good hour to get in there, set up, do the makeup, and the model get changed and ready. So it's going to be probably an hour before you're actually going to be taking any photos at all. So if you're booking a studio, it may be that you need to book an extra hour at the start in order, for the makeup artist to do her work. Either that or meet elsewhere, do the makeup, somewhere else, and then drive to the studio so you get the maximum time from your studio booking. So once you've done that, you can wait for the day and off you go to the shoot, and you can start working your magic. So that's pretty much it. It's not difficult. It's not rocket science really. And it is definitely within the capabilities of everyone to organise a shoot. So it's just a case of kind of utilising some of the services that are out there online, and gathering a team together, that kind of thing, and off you go. Hopefully, once you've done the shoot, if you've enjoyed working with that team, you may want to work with them again. As I've mentioned, I've worked with a few people, including a makeup artist and a hairstylist and a few other people, time and time again, because they're just really good at what they do. And once you start working with people on a regular basis, they become friends, and it just becomes something that you can do, as and whenever you want. And that's how you do it. So it's really, really easy. So hopefully that's given you a bit of an idea of kind of what you need to do when it comes to organising a photo shoot. I'm probably going to also do a video in the near future about other aspects of photo shoots. I might do one. Would you be interested? In fact, let me know. Would you be interested in photo shoots in videos that talk about how to work with a model, posing, that kind of thing? If you're interested in that kind of thing, let me know, because it's something I can easily do. I can easily do a video about how to work with a model, and or how to do lighting, or different aspects of photography, all these different things. So if you're interested in anything like that, let me know. So that's it for this week. Remember to subscribe and like the video and share it on your social media, all the usual bits and bobs. You may have noticed I've just positioned the camera slightly differently so that you can see I've got some pictures on the wall. So that is Spider-Man and Tabitha just there. Black Cat, should that be? That's Miss Deadly Red, or Nikki as a real name. That's Eve Beauregard just there. That is an Adam Hughes illustration just there. And just behind my DVDs just there, that is Riddle. Just thought I'd show you. I've just put these three up on the wall just the other day, so I thought I'd turn the camera around so you can see that. So remember, if you want to support me even more, then you can go to my Patreon page and become a patron of my art, where I post kind of first access stuff or behind the scenes things, all that kind of exclusive content for you to have a look at. So that's it for this week. Thank you very much, and I'll see you next week on another video. Fancy being awesome and becoming a patron? It's easy. Follow the link on the screen or in the description below to go to my Patreon page. Click on Become a Patron. On the next page, choose the amount you wish to pledge per composite image, and make sure you choose your reward level, such as the $1 thank you. Click on the confirmation button. On this page, you can then set your maximum monthly amount. So if you only want to spend $1, approximately 70 pence per month, put that in there. Choose your payment method and click pledge. It's really that easy. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it.